All right, so um, today we're going to be looking at something uh, pretty wild.
Yeah.
You guys sent this in, and we're kind of disturbed by it, honestly.
Yeah, it's a little unsettling.
Yeah, this YouTube transcript.
Hmm.
It's basically,
Oh, yeah, it's intense.
yeah, it's about this artist named Mokan,
Hmm.
and just the level of negativity.
Yeah, the animosity
You
is,
could,
is palpable.
yeah, it's really something.
Yeah, and it's interesting from a psychological perspective, too. Like,
Totally.
what's going on here?
Yeah, like what's the source of this?
Why this level of obsession? Like, it feels so personal.
Yeah, so this is from a YouTube channel called TREEPLETTT.
Okay.
The host calls himself Triple T.
Gotcha.
And it's just this like long rambling thing. But Mokan's name just keeps coming up.
Like, he can't let it go.
And the stuff he's saying, I mean,
Brutal.
it's bad.
Yeah.
So like one of the first things we see is
Yeah.
this thing he calls the accusation of cheating.
Okay.
So basically, Triple T is saying that Mokan cheated in a music competition on another YouTuber's channel.
Okay.
This guy, Vic XL.
Right.
And he says that Mokan used a bunch of different accounts to vote for himself.
Oh, so she, like, rigged it.
Yeah, and this just becomes like this recurring thing with him. Like it's not just about the competition. He keeps coming back to it.
So it's, like, really stuck with him?
Yeah, and he uses it to like attack Mokan's character.
Oh, so it's, like, deeper than just the cheating itself.
Totally. He even compares it to like the 2020 election.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and like the language he uses is so harsh.
Like, what kind of stuff is he saying?
Like he says, you basically spit in hip-hop's face.
Wow.
You basically robbed the guy of an opportunity.
Jeez.
You have no integrity. You definitely don't have any loyalty.
So it's like a character assassination?
Yeah, it's beyond just like a critique. It's
Yeah.
like this deep.
Like a moral outrage.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's this whole thing with Mokan's song Army of One.
Okay.
Triple T is like convinced that it's a diss track aimed at him.
Oh, so he's taking it personally.
Interesting.
And like other people in the community.
Like he thinks it's about him specifically.
Yeah. And this is where I think we start to see like the paranoia.
Yeah, that's a little delusional
A little bit.
to think that every song is about you.
Yeah. And it's like he interprets everything Mokan does through this lens of like rivalry.
Oh, wow.
Like even when there's no evidence.
It's all connected in his mind.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's almost like he needs Mokan to be this villain.
Oh, to give him a purpose.
Yeah, like in his story.
Yeah.
Like, he's the hero and Mokan's the villain.
Right. It's classic, like, online feud stuff.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then this even affects, like, real-world opportunities.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Triple T says that Mokan sabotaged a potential collaboration
Oh, no.
with this artist, Nonray.
Wow.
And he blames it on Mokan's, like, paranoia and fragile ego.
Okay, so again, he's controlling the narrative,
Yeah.
hinting himself as the good guy,
Right.
and Mokan's the bad guy.
Exactly.
And then get this, he even offers Mokan $200 to meet him at Olive Garden.
What?
I know, it's so weird.
That's so strange.
For a meal.
Like, why Olive Garden?
I don't know if...
Of all places.
But apparently Mokan declined.
Okay, so he's trying to, like, buy his way in?
Yeah, it's this weird mix of, like, aggression and...
Yeah, reconciliation almost.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's very strange.
And there's a weird power dynamic there, too.
For sure.
Like, I'm going to pay you to come sit down with me.
Right.
Like, he's better than him or something.
Exactly. And when Mokan doesn't comply, it just reinforces this idea.
Of him being difficult.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's defiant and uncooperative.
So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Totally.
The more he thinks this way about him,
Yeah.
the more he acts in ways to confirm it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it gets even crazier.
Oh, no.
Triple T claims that he went to Mokan's house to confront him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but he wouldn't come out.
This is getting scary.
It's bad.
Like, this is real life now.
Yeah, it's not just online anymore.
Right. Like, online is one thing.
Mm.
But to actually go to someone's house,
I know.
that's a whole other level.
It's a whole other level of obsession.
Yeah, and then it gets even worse.
Oh, God.
He starts threatening to dox him.
Yeah, he says it over and over again.
Like, reveal his personal information online.
His address, his family details.
That's so messed up.
I know, and doxing is no joke.
It's serious.
Like, it can have real consequences.
For sure, it's a form of harassment.
It's scary.
Yeah, and the fact that he keeps saying it,
Right.
it's really concerning.
It's like he's trying to ruin this guy's life.
Yeah, it speaks volumes about his state of mind.
Totally.
This is not healthy.
No, it's really not.
This is disturbing.
Like, behind these usernames, they're real people
Right.
with real lives.
Exactly.
And when you see this level of obsession and aggression,
Yeah.
it's a sign that something is wrong.
this is not normal. Like,
Wow.
this is beyond just online drama.
Right.
This is, like, bordering on pathological.
It's really unsettling.
Yeah. This is giving me chills, honestly.
Me too.
Like, we're witnessing this public display of
yeah.
what seems like a very unhealthy obsession.
Yeah, fueled by anger
Resentment.
and this need for control.
Yeah. It's really disturbing.
This is the dark side of the internet.
For sure. Like, anonymity can embolden people to do crazy things.
Right, and it makes you think about, like,
Yeah.
our responsibility online
Totally.
to, like, recognize this kind of behavior
Yes.
before it escalates
Absolutely.
into something dangerous.
Yeah, this is a serious situation.
It really is.
We need to be careful out there.
We do.
It's scary how much this seems to consume him.
Yeah, it's like he's fixated.
Yeah, he can't let go of this, like,
Right.
injustice he feels like he's suffered.
It's all he talks about.
Yeah,
Like, even when he's talking about other stuff,
right.
he brings it back to Mokon.
It always comes back to Mokon.
Never would he die.
It's like Mokon has become, like,
I know.
the symbol of everything he hates.
Yeah.
Like a focal point for all his
frustration.
issues.
Yeah.
And it's not just the music.
No, it's like his appearance, his personal life. Everything's so personal.
Yeah, it's all about, like, dehumanizing the target.
Yeah.
Like classic bully tactic.
Yeah. And he even calls him like a junk box.
What?
Like implying he's a drug addict.
No, that's messed up.
Yeah, it's just...
Like, you can't just accuse people of that.
I know.
Especially, like, addiction is a serious thing.
It's so irresponsible.
Yeah.
And it's like he wants to damage his reputation.
Right. Isolate him from the community.
It's really so.
It's like he has no empathy.
Yeah.
He just wants to hurt this guy.
Yeah.
It's all about control.
Control. Yeah.
And I think there's some projection going on, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, he's projecting all his own
insecurities onto Mokon.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he's making him out to be
this, like,
this awful person.
Yeah, immoral and untrustworthy.
Right.
But really, it's like he's the one with the issues.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember how he's always talking about his experience in the music industry?
Like, he's so important.
Yeah, like all his connections, name-dropping.
Dropping names, yeah.
It's like he's best friends with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's like he's trying so hard to prove...
he's better.
That he's better than Mokon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, actually.
It is.
Like he's overcompensating for his own insecurity.
Big time.
You know.
And that whole thing with going to his house...
Oh, God, don't even get me started.
He wanted to make it real.
Yeah, like bring it into the real world.
Like a power move.
Right. Like, I'm going to show up at your doorstep.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's terrifying.
That's not normal.
It's a whole other level of obsession.
He doesn't know where the line is.
Yeah.
Between online and real life.
Yeah. And all the threats, the doxing.
Ugh. It's just awful.
Trying to humiliate him.
It's like he wants to ruin his life.
Yeah.
This is seriously messed up.
It's a sign of a troubled mind.